Oh, hi guys. It's just me, Mr. Ron. I'll get going in a minute or two. Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel, Ron's Keto Cafe, and I'm Ron. Well, if you're new, welcome. And if you're a returning member, welcome back. This is just a unannounced pop-up live. We put one on there yesterday morning. Well, today is 8. It's 8 o'clock in the, okay, it's 8:03 in the morning, and that was our morning horn that goes off. So it's September 21st, letting you know everything's going good. So, I am. I am Marie. This is just a quick follow-up on what everything is going on. So we got a check in the mail, by the way, and they deposited it in the bank the other day. They cleared out over half of that. So I paid off all my bills except for one, and that's going to get paid off probably tomorrow. So then, of course, now the next process is to go car searching, and may end up going to Ron Bouchard, or I may end up going back to where I originally bought the car. When I called up the place where I bought the car, at the Route 2 Hyundai dealership. I bought like 6 cars from them in the last 12 years, and I never had a problem with them. They told me if I'm a returning customer, they'll give me a credit discount. Where I'm going to school, they're going to give me a credit discount for that. Where I'm a first responder, I'm going to get a discount for that. When I told him what my situation was, he told me that we'll be able to pay off everything, and well, everything is paid at this point right now. So this is the first time in my life I've ever been married with Donna in 42 years. Everything is totally 100% paid. Don't have any bills, no medical bills. Everything is paid. So we're in a really good situation. So I asked him, well, how much I need for a down payment, and he said, well, based on what you told me, probably nothing. But I'm trying to keep my payments down to under 400 a month, because all my check now is mine, and I can do what I want with it. So this is an amazing feeling, guys, and I'm so blessed. Yeah, we lost all that stuff in our basement. Most of it was all friggin' junk, anyways. So anyways, I went on the FEMA's website yesterday that the mayor posted, and I did all the paperwork. At some point, when the feds send all that money to Leominster, I'll be able to get some of that back. Even if I get $3,000 or $4,000 back, it's better than nothing, right? And it's money that I don't have to pay back and worry about claiming on my taxes. So I'm really excited about this. And my sister brought me around the 2 doctor appointments yesterday, and oh yeah, she brought me down to one, and she couldn't bring me to the other one because it was like about an hour apart from that one. So I got a hold of my friend Warren. He said, "Warren, you doing anything?" I said, "I hate to cancel my appointment because it was cut my toenails, and my toenails are really freaking bothering me bad." So and they have that appointment every 3 months with the doctor, and I wasn't able to go to the last one because he had canceled and rescheduled it to this date, and then I would have probably had to wait another month. So we made that appointment, and I gave him a little bit of money for gas. He didn't want it, but I just gave, I take it because I would have had to pay a cab, and I was going to walk, but it was a 5-mile walk, and I didn't want to walk that much. So he brought me, picked me up, and brought me home, and we had a nice talk. And he said, "Ron, I can't believe how much weight you lost since the last time I saw you." And I said, "Yeah, I lost 150 pounds. I've been feeling really fantastic." So I mean, I've been so blessed, guys. I just can't get over this. I just wanted to do a quick live. I got over 600 videos posted. What I've been doing, Anne Marie, I got 20 browsers open on my Internet Explorer, and I got like 12 browsers open up on the Google Chrome, and I have playlists running continuously now to bump up my playlist hour. And I talked to Joe from the Geek Squad, and he's going to help me out with some of that too. And he's a fantastic YouTuber, by the way, as well. He's got such a pleasant voice, and he likes to talk things that we all talk. And I have a website, so it's what I'm planning on doing next month there, when all my check is going to be free and clear with me. And I'm going to try to keep the balance on the credit cards. If I buy something, I'll pay it off right away, because that's how I'm going to approach it. I don't want to run a continuing balance on it, because I know it's one of my credit cards was really kind of high, and I'm going to just say, this is not the true balance, but it was, say like, it was $2,800, but that was the actual balance. But then when it says if you pay it all off, it goes from $2,800 to $2,200 as an example. So right there, I'm saving about $800 worth of, almost $800 worth of interest by paying it off. And that's what I'm saying about credit cards. They get you nothing but trouble if you keep running total balances on them, you know. So I am so happy, and thank you for that, Anna Marie. I appreciate that. I missed you live last night because what's been going on, guys. I've been getting wicked heartburn. Like I mean, like 10 alarm fire heartburn to where I break out in a cold sweat and I feel like I'm having a heart attack. So I'm doing some research on all this, and I've been having problems with that before. But I said, when did all this start? It just started right after. Actually, it started Monday, and it's been going nonstop all day long. And I'm fine right now, but I never know when it's going to happen. And then I asked my neighbor Mike came over. He was walking by the hallway, and he said Dawn's got she's in another one. She's in a wheelchair. She cannot get out of the house without assistance. And I asked her, how's your mom doing? And she's a sweetheart. She brought me over some keto foods and stuff like that in the past. She'd just come over, bang on the door, and drop off something because she knows I'm doing keto. And, she said, well, she's doing better. But she said, okay, so to get into the heartburn part of it, I was doing some Google searching last night, and I'm realizing that the smell from the mold and from the mildew is coming up all the way up on the fourth floor. And I'd rather smell the Puerto Rican food than I smell this shit any day of the week. And I'm not saying too much for the Spanish food, but their food is awesome. But the problem with their food, it's got too many spices in it for me. If I can't stand the taste, the smell, even though their food is great, I'm not going to be able to withhold the taste. So I really need to talk to office management today and say, hey, when you're going to get that stuff out of the basement there, because you don't want to leave that sitting too long, because now all that stuff is all saturated with water, and I can't bend over to pick that crap up. And so I'm going to tell the office manager, you know what? I need photographs and just have somebody get rid of it. If you got to charge my rent, charge my rent. I don't really care. But I'm not dealing with that. You want that out of it, you deal with it. And the other thing about all that, now, from what I understand, my neighbor Jeff was telling me yesterday, he said, we're never going to be able to use the storage again. And that was all part of coming over here because they had storage available for us. So that sucks there. 42 units lost all their stuff down there. I have apartment insurance, and that won't cover flood. In fact, matter of fact, anybody in Leominster, about 95% of the people that have insurance for your homes and for your apartments, it does not cover flood. And it will not cover it, like if the roof comes ripping off your home because of a hurricane. So that's just something to think about, guys, when you're doing some apartment or homeowners insurance. Make sure that is written in your policy because you want to make sure you're protected. Now, my friend Carol, I talked to her about that Friday night. She said, Ron, I don't have an apartment. She owns a house with her husband, Carl. And she said, I don't have flood insurance. So what are you going to do? You're going to lose all your stuff and you're not going to get covered for it? You're paying big bucks for your insurance. And the one time, I've never made a claim on my insurance company in all my life, and the one time I needed to claim, at least they gave me what we got for the car. So I feel very, very blessed and very, very fortunate that I can get something for the car, and I put Donna. Yeah, it's sad that all this happened, but I'm glad now that we can finally put all this behind us. My sister's been chauffeuring us all around, all over the place. I had 2 appointments yesterday, and she was only able to bring us to one. So I need prayers for her because she might be losing her right eye with cataract. She might have waited too long to get that done, but they're going to try to get that fixed for her. But that I didn't realize that I thought it was going to be like a 20-minute appointment. It was a 2-hour appointment. But she said the next appointment would just be a follow-up to do a scan on the eye, and then after that there'll be a surgery for that. But I just need prayers for her. Because she loves to read and she can't read right now because it just bothers her eyes too much. So yeah. So and all, of course, all the flood and everything that all went on. Okay, so that's fine. You can catch up later. And remember, I'll talk to you later. Let me know when you're next live. And also we got a Johnny Appleseed Festival this weekend. I don't know if it's Saturday and Sunday, depending on the rain. But you might want to come down with your husband and daughter there because. It's a fun event. They got Apple Crisp. They got over 300 tents set up this year for vendors. There's something for everybody. It's a lot of great entertainment. And then you come up and say hi to your favorite YouTuber, Mr. Ron. So we talk to you later. But if anybody else comes on, they can just watch the chat. So Yeah, so that's what we got going on there for my wife, and then of course now we're going to be looking for a new car coming up on this week. I was going to go today, tomorrow, and they told Donna, why don't we just go without a car this weekend, and we'll go Monday because they already made an appointment for the dealership. He had talked to the management. He said, Ron, I'm in the same situation as you guys are. I lost my car and my house got destroyed with the flood, and he's trying to figure out what to do. And he said, yeah, we'll be able to help you out if you want a car. And then even if I can't get it to Tuesday or later on in the day, that's fine too. And so I feel as if I've been very, very blessed right now. The bottom line is nobody got lost their life. We didn't lose our pets, and we still have each other. I still have the YouTube family, and I'm kosher. So listen up, guys. So I'm gonna make a chicken crust pizza today. This pizza recipe, I made it multiple times in the past, and I feel like I have a pizza. And it's only one net carb for the entire pizza. So you can eat the whole thing by yourself and not feel guilty. So you'll need 1 can of chicken breast. You drain it, 2 eggs, half, or actually a third a cup of mozzarella cheese, a fourth of a cup of Parmesan cheese. And for your spices, this is all based on what you like with spices. A half a teaspoon of oregano, half a teaspoon of garlic powder, a half a teaspoon of onion powder, and a half a teaspoon of salt and pepper. And then what you do is once you get your chicken meat drained, we're going to lay it on a parchment paper in a 450-degree oven. You'll break it up with the fork. And when you're mixing your dough together, if your dough is too wet, add a little bit of more Parmesan cheese, but to get to the mixture that you want. And so once you get your chicken meat all dried out, you're going to put it in a bowl, add all your ingredients, get it all mixed up, and then lay it out in a parchment paper, form a pizza crust, and then throw it on a sheeting pan. And I have a pizza sheeting pan that I use. And then what I'll do at that point, I'll pop it in the oven for about 8 minutes, 10 minutes, pop that at 450 degrees, and then flip the pizza around the crust on the other side and let it cook for another 8 more minutes. And then what I'll do is I'll add some pizza sauce and then some mozzarella cheese, and I think I'm going to put pepperoni on it today. And that'll be our pizza. And then we'll enjoy that later because I made that a lot of times before, and I really love that pizza, by the way. And again, don't forget, if you go on Joe and Rachel, Two Crazy Ketos, and they got a lot of great recipes to show you how to make chicken flour and all kinds of great stuff. And I follow them religiously. And they got like 69,000 subscribers. Can you imagine? Oh my God, if I had that many, I'd be rolling in the dough. No pun intended. And then, okay, so another recipe I want to make is some keto crackers because I miss crackers on keto. And I love the saltines and I love all that stuff. I love the little Cheez-It crackers that we love, and oh my God! And then the other ones I used to love were the ones from the club, the green box that says club sandwich crackers or whatever it was. Anyways, I love all that stuff, but they pack a lot of carbs, and when you're trying to lose weight, you have to do what you have to do. So this recipe again comes from Keto Mon. So what she did was she took a half a cup of coconut flour, 3 tablespoons of psyllium husk powder, a half a cup of Parmesan cheese, 1 teaspoon of smoked paprika, half a teaspoon of garlic powder, and a half a cup of hot water. And the reason why you're putting the hot water in because it agitates the psyllium husk powder that I learned. And then what you're going to do at that point, you mix it up into a dough, all right? And then you take your dough and then you place it in between 2 sheets of parchment paper, and you roll it out into a dough, some type of a square shape. And then you take a pizza wheel cutter and then you just cut it, to whatever shapes you want. And then you could take a fork or a scoop, make little fancy holes in it. And then I take a little bit of Redmond's real salt and I put it on top. And, and then pop that baby in the oven for 15 minutes at 420 degrees. And then you take it out and you put it on the cooling rack. And then after they cool for a little while, the hardest part you're going to have to do the whole damn thing, really, guys, is just waiting for them to cool because you're going to want to eat them, right away. So once they all cool, you take them and break them all apart, put them on a plate, and you can have them. You can make some type of sauce and put them on. I'll have some links for some sauces that you can make, like ranch dressing and stuff like that. That's suitable for what for our weight loss that we're trying to do. But now that they got all this pressure all gone without having no bills and everything like that, it's just the one payment, which would be the car payment. I'm going to be so much less stressful, and you know, I just want this damn stinking friggin' heartburn to get away from me and stop having this heartburn. But I'm going to have to call up the doctor later this morning, the one that actually does that, and I'm going to have it check me out again with the I forget what endoscopic. I can't pronounce that word, but you know what I mean. They take a scope thing and they stick it down your throat, and they check your stomach liner and see how bad it is, and hopefully it's not cancerous. But you know, and yeah, that's another thing with the mold issue downstairs that can eventually lead to cancer. So they're gonna wind up, if they don't take care of this issue pretty soon, they're gonna wind up getting sued. They should actually reimburse us at least 1 or 2 months rent, but I know they won't. And again, you know, I just at the end of the day, I just want to thank everybody for coming along on my journey. And if you came in late watching this video, but be watching for those few videos that I'll be posting and some more videos that I'll be posting. I got some premieres coming up, and I'm trying to post at least one video every day, one recipe, sometimes two. We are planning on going live pretty soon with some video recipes, so I want to see how that's going to go. And I asked my wife, "Are you okay if I film live?" But you know, but she does live here, and she does come periodically in and out of the living room. She might hear me talking and screwing up over the video while they talk. But if you're okay with that, you know, it is real. It is what it is. I'll try not to use profanity when I'm filming videos and stuff like that live, and you know, things will be kosher. But I'm gonna let you guys go. I'm just gonna have a sip of my favorite cup of coffee right here. Be kind. So what I'm going to do today is I got to mail out the UPS. I got an envelope for UPS, and they're going to put that what's in that envelope is from what the car insurance gave me. It's the title. It's the title that I have from the old car, so they can pay off what the existing loan is from the older car, and then I'm going to you know, like again, now that all our bills are 100% paid, I'll have to, I gotta buy another car, and I kind of want to take my time. You know, do I want a caravan, or do I want an SUV? Do I want another Elantra, or do I want a truck? You know, he asked me if I want a hydrant car, and you want an electric car, because, well, first of all, those are all well and good, but, you know, at the end of the day, maybe not. Problem with electric car, you got to charge it. They got no place to charge it. I don't know what the deal is with the hybrid cars. I think those are those things over there that you fill up, and I don't know if that would be an option for me and Donna. And if I lease a car, I may wind up leasing the car because we don't really go that. We only go. Okay, so I bought a brand new car in 2015. Actually, yeah, it was 2016 Elantra, but I bought it in 2015 and it only had almost 2 miles on it from when they pulled it off in the truck. And again, I only owed less than $2,900 on it. And then when this happened, I checked the mileage on it, and the mileage was 25,000 miles on it, almost to the letter. And I divided that by the length of time we had it. So I didn't even go 8,000 miles a year, you know, and I did a lot of driving. You know, so for me, maybe a lease car might be a better option. I mean, I don't know. And then if I like the car after the 3 years, I could just buy, buy it outright or get another one, start all over again with the payments. People told me, he says, Ron, if you get a lease car, you never own the car. Well, to be honest with you guys, if you buy a car, you never really own a car anyways, unless you pay cash. And how many people actually pay cash, which we don't really have that, you know, for $25,000, $30,000 to pay cash. And then if you wind up making payments on it, you're going to be paying $400, $450 a month on the car payment. And again, I'm just trying to get as low as I can on the car payment. And then I asked the dealership, I said, how much I need down for the car? And he said, what you told me, probably nothing. So, you know, and the rest of the money we get in the bank, I'll just leave it in the bank and sit on it for a while. You know, because Donna and I eventually want to move out of here next year. So if I leave that in the bank, put that into an IRA or something like that, or just leave it in the strong box, you know, I'll have enough money to move out of here eventually when the timing is right. But we have to find something that's suitable for us. I need a minimum of at least two rooms. Ideally, it'd be 3 bedrooms, and then I can use the other room as an office / studio, and then use the other one as my bedroom. But this is what the room I see behind me. This is my bedroom. I have my office here, my green screen over there, and Donna has her room, and you know. And we have a huge pantry and living room, and then we have a pantry closet, and that's pretty much it. And I got a small kitchen countertop. The only thing I don't have, guys, is I want to get a Vitamix blender, I want to get a dehydrator, and I want to get a sand mixer. and I'll get all of them, but I'll get one appliance at a time, whatever I need the most of. But the problem is, at the end of the day, I got no place to put it. So I'm thinking about taking some of those totes out of my closet and getting some shelving and put the shelving in there and just put it on the shelves. And then at least I'll have a place to put it, because I can't use the storage bin anymore. So yeah, hi Tamika, hi Brandon. So I'm just talking. I was talking to Anne Marie that came in there, and I just let everything is fine in Pottersville. Got my insurance check yesterday, paid off, and they not yesterday, but the day before. They cleared over half of it, so I was able to pay off pretty close to all my bills except for one. And then that when the rest of the money gets cleared off, I'll be paying that. I do got enough for a down payment for a car now, but he said maybe I might not need a down payment, which which would work out better for me and Donna. Brought her to the doctors yesterday. She needs surgery in her right eye, so pray for that, cataracts. And everything's good. I got to go drop off that package this morning, and I'm going to go for a little bit of a walk. If you live in the city, I'm always looking for a partner to go walking with and do some chats over there at the coffee shop. Saturday, we're supposed to have the Johnny Appleseed Festival. They got over 300 vendors that'll be coming in to setting up their, what they sell and product. And we had some fresh apple crisp with some vanilla ice cream, if you're into that, which I get 2 of those usually every year, and my wife brings home a container. And very reasonable on price, and they have live entertainment all day. But if it rains Saturday, they might wind up moving it to Sunday, because Sunday looks like almost it's going to be the better day. I did film it last year. Now Rick hasn't asked me this year to film, and I got no vehicle right now to go get a camera, and I ain't going to worry about it. And if I did film this year, I want at least $400 or $500 to film that, because I filmed it last year. He gave me $250, and when I figured out all the math, it was a 20-hour job, and I was only making about $7 an hour at the end of the day. So when you're a filmer, when you do film for somebody, and you ask them for a price, or they ask you, well, what's your price? And when you're a photographer, if you ever watch Robert Irvine in Restaurant Impossible, where there's a pie chart, you divide it by 3, and you figure out what your cost is and what your time is, and there's a formula they use so that you're making enough money, more than minimum wage. That's why some of these photographers and videographers get paid big bucks. And I mean, I don't get paid big bucks when I film, because most of the time I give all my work away for nothing. But at the end of the day, I tell people at the end of the day that when you wake up and you plant your feet down on the ground, you're having a good day, and that's the way I'm approaching life right now. We have a lot going on in the world that you're not seeing out there on the fake media, and be aware of that. No matter what your beliefs are, but we all believe in, our own political and religious beliefs, and I'm no different than anybody else. And I know it's at some point things are going to turn around, and just leave it at that. And when that happens, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. But for those of you who didn't know, I have a website called KetoCafé.com. What I plan on doing when I get my check in around October 3rd, my next big check for my retirement, I'm going to finish my website. I'm going to have somebody professional take it the way it is and just finish it for me. And then all I want to do is just add photographs, video, and information. So this is the website, and this is my business card. What I'm going to do on my next business card is I'm going to have these letters all darkened up. I want a glossy business card, and I'm going to have raised lettering. And then on the back side, I'm going to have my QR code, and that'll be cool. But at least I got something for now. These only cost me $20 on Vistaprint, by the way. And then I'll order some new cards, and even if I pay a little more, I don't really care. And then, then the mayor posted last night, in one of our department stores, they got a hat that says, with a big Leominster logo on it, and it says Leominster Strong, and they got a hat and a shirt. I'm going to pick up both of them today. So they don't open up to 10 o'clock, so I'm going to go walking in a little while before I come home. I'll probably stop and pick that up. And if they don't, I can just order one. Then I got to order. Anyways, I need a fall shirt, because my shirt is kind of a little bit tight on me. It still fits there, but I don't know about you guys, but I like clothes that fit loose. You know what I'm saying? Like this shirt, it fits me okay. It fits really loose, and this is a large shirt, and But the problem with this shirt is that I don't want to swear, but a cat put a pull mark on it because he's got fish hooks now, and I needed to bring him over to the animal hospital this past week to have his nails cut, but I'll bring him next week. You know, she only charges me 15, which is for me is well worth the money, and it helps him out. And yeah, everything's been really good. So I just for those of you new ones that came into the chat. So today I'm planning on making some coconut flour cookie crackers. Again, I'll go over the recipe in case you came in late. It's a half a cup of coconut flour, 3 tablespoons of psyllium husk powder, 60 grams of melted butter, a half a cup of Parmesan cheese. This is all 1 teaspoon of each, smoked paprika, garlic powder, and a half a cup of hot water. So at that point, you take everything and you mix it up into a mixing bowl. And I think the reason why you're putting the hot water in there is because it helps to agitate the psyllium husk. And you put it in between 2 sheets of parchment paper, and you roll it out into some type of, maybe about a quarter of an inch thickness in the crust. And then you pop it in the oven at 420 for 15 minutes. And before you do that, you take a wheel cutter and you cut it to whatever shapes you want. And I usually punch some holes in it, and then pop that in the oven. And then when it cools down, you break off your crackers, and then you'll have that for a snack. And then we're going to make a chicken crust pizza. We're using a can of chicken breast, and I have a couple of cans of chicken breast that I had for quite a while. So you take the can of chicken breast, you drain the water, and then you take the chicken meat, and then you break it up on a piece of parchment paper in a sheeting pan. You pop that in the oven at 450 degrees for about 8 minutes. Pop it out, and then put it in a bowl. And then what you do is you're going to put 2 eggs. You're going to put everything's all a fourth, or well, actually a third of a cup of mozzarella cheese, a fourth of a cup of parm. And on your spices, it's whatever you want, but typically I'll use everything about a half a teaspoon of oregano, half a teaspoon of garlic powder, half a teaspoon of onion powder, and half a teaspoon of salt and pepper. We'll combine everything together, and then to create the keto set, if it's too wet, add a little more Parmesan cheese. At that point, we'll roll it out between 2 parchment papers, and with our hands or a rolling pin, we'll roll it out into some type of pizza shape, put it on a pizza sheeting pan or a flat pan if you have either or. We'll bake that in the oven at 450 for 20 minutes, actually 450 for 8 minutes. We'll flip that out and put it on the other side for another additional 3 or 4 minutes until each side is golden brown. And then we'll put some low-carb spaghetti sauce, mozzarella cheese, and I think for our choice toppings, we're going to put some pepperoni. Of course, in mozzarella cheese, because you have to have mozzarella cheese on pizza, or at least I do. And at some point, I'm going to show you how to make a white sauce, is that what they call it? I can't think of the name of that, but some type of sauce other than the pizza sauce. And the pizza sauce that I use is Rayo's Pizza Company, and they're really a great pizza sauce company. So for the whole entire pizza, it's only 1 egg carb for the entire pizza. So you can eat the whole thing. You can eat 2 or 3 of them. But to be honest, you guys, I usually eat about 2 or 3 slices, and I'm satisfied. And so that's how I've been very, very successful losing weight. Now, I love store-bought parlor pizza or store pizza sometimes when I go into like Market Basket or Hannaford's. I'll order a pizza through them. But the problem is, 1 slice of plain pizza carries about 800 carbs, and that's 1 slice, and it's got a ton of salt and a ton of sugar in it. And those two we're trying to avoid because they use kosher salt, and I use Redmond's real salt and pink Himalayan salt, and I use the better of the salts. And I often say in all my videos, remember, salt is our friend as long as it's the better of the salts. So this is what we got planned today, and I do want to go on and do some live. So I'm thinking maybe today's Thursday. Don't know what I got going on today other than that. Maybe I'll do a live later. I don't know. But if I do a live, just be watching for that. Maybe I'll do a live pizza one and show you how to make the live pizza one. But yeah. So anyways, I guess I'm gonna get going. Remember, at the end of the day, enjoy your day. Life is about the journey. I'm so blessed and I'm so thankful for having you guys come along with my journey. And again, for all you new subscribers, welcome. And for all the returning members, thank you for coming along my journey. And I hope you have an amazing day. And I'll remember to shut the camera off this time so you won't hear me burping and farting in the background like we did that other time. I goes, what an effing idiot I was. I didn't even know that, you know that. So, but anyways, I'm going to have a good Sip of my coffee. Remember to be kind and have an amazing day. And let me know in the show more, Anne Marie, when if you're going to do a live today. I'll try to catch it later. And I think don't you should be having a game night coming up pretty soon. I might even miss that one because I've been so busy. I've been lying down because of my chest pain lately and trying to get it all out of my system. I feel pretty good today. So I'm gonna I'll go out for a little bit of a walk and get some fresh air. Again, if you're not doing anything this weekend, guys, we got a Johnny Appleseed Festival. If it rains Saturday, they'll move it over to Sunday. 300 video, 300 vendors are set up there for food and whatever, merchandise, you know, great music. They give out awards and all that good stuff. And this is something that, the best of all is the apple crisp. You got to get some apple crisp. That's not keto, but at the end of the day, you do you. But I don't have a problem with that because, I usually get two of them and they put a scoop of ice cream on it, and nothing tastes better than that hot apple crisp with that vanilla ice cream. And just, I'm already tasting it. I says, oh my gosh, I can't wait to get that. And but I'm gonna keep it simple. I'll probably have just two of them that day. Keep the carbs down really low that day. But anyways, have an amazing day. Love you guys. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay vigilant. Remember, I love you. God loves you. Have an amazing day. Enough of the jibber chatter. Bye.